Peace, y'all. It's Chris the Lord here. I'm sitting there trying to find the camera and shit. Triangulating myself and shit. Alright, Chris the Lord, the Oracle here. And I'm here with a quick message. Or I'd like to make it quick, but when God speaks through me, it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? First and foremost, I hope you're having a good day. Second off, please use your discernment, okay? Breathe. And before you continue this video, you ask your spirit guides, you ask God, you ask your divine forces if this video is right for you. If it is, we can keep it moving. If not, you can go on to a reader that is right for you in the moment or go and do something else. All right? Know that everything that I'm saying, it may not pertain to your whole story. I may be talking about parts of it. All right, I got a lot of messages coming through me for a lot of different people, even when I'm speaking for the collective, okay? But this is very important what I'm about to say. I would argue they are all important. Also, just to let you guys know, I do curse on here, okay? I don't censor myself, and I will say things that will trigger people. I will talk about shadowy things. I will talk about things that may make people very uncomfortable. Okay, so I'm very raw here. All right, I don't hold back on anything. So if you're not comfortable with that, you can go to somebody else. There's a lot of beautiful readers out there. I do not use tarot. And I barely ever use oracle cards. It kind of distracts me from being able to channel. I am a channel messenger, and so that's what I'm gonna do. All right, so we're gonna hop right into it. Take a deep breath, inhale, and slowly exhale. All right, cool. Now that you figured out that this video is for you, what I was picking up, this is like a very much a collective message amongst chosen ones. Now that the spell has been broken, now that the spiritual shackles are no longer on us, and we are putting ourselves in position to fly. First off, give thanks every day for that, okay? Because a lot of us were under heavy surveillance. A lot of us were being gang stalked. A lot of us were being attacked and harassed. And this has been going on for fucking years, okay? So give yourselves a round of applause and give the divine a round of applause. You know what I'm saying? Make sure that you're paying your divine forces homage for all the work that they've been doing behind the scenes. You know what I'm saying? Thank them for their immediate forgiveness on every single time that we've ever been frustrated with them or impatient or, being so resisting towards the change that was very much needed, especially for them to be able to do their part for us, okay? So that's number one. Number two, now we get to deal with the depths of our truest thoughts and feelings. Because we've been psychically attacked for so long, and we have had intrusive thoughts, intrusive feelings, and it was coming from the people that were closest to us. It was coming from covens in the fucking neighborhood and shit. Now that the spell has been broken, we get to really get deeper and dive deeper on our work. I'm picking up specifically, this is specifically for those who consider themselves to be mystics. Okay? There are a lot of mystics out there, like myself, who have a hard time reading, who has a hard time retaining information by way of the matrix, the way we've been taught to do it. Okay, the way we get the way we get in out. Excuse me. The way we get our information is different. You know what I'm saying? Some of us, we kind of just know shit. Okay, and it's not that we don't want to do our research, but for a lot of us mystics out there, the deprogramming is, you know, the way we deprogram is very different from most people. Okay, so now we're in that space finally where we can crack a book open. You know what I'm saying? And get more information that way. And that's just for some of you out there. Okay. However you've done your work so far, however you have studied yourself or learned yourself, however, whatever kind of work you've been doing, keep doing it and dive a little bit deeper. Okay. Because now we have more clarity now that we're not being so psychically attacked the way we were getting the attack. Now it's to the point where, like, I'm seeing this huge clear shield, and whatever arrows they're trying to shoot at us is not even hitting us. It's like we have our own fucking firmament. You know what I'm saying? We got our own dome, and it can't be penetrated right now. Okay. Um, Take advantage of the time and space that we have when it comes to our freedom, and when it comes to the way we can now freely move, freely think. Okay. I am hearing for some people there is a time limit. I don't know exactly what that's referring to, because I'm hearing that there's gonna be a time where the shield is gonna be down. For I don't know if that's pertaining to I don't know, whoever that resonates for is whoever that resonates for. I don't know how to make sense of that right now. I'm just channeling. Um, Now, for those of us who are entrepreneurs, those of us who want to, can have our own business, okay? Even if it's just one business that you want to have and you have one focus, um, it's good for us to do that work without distraction. Now that we don't have that type of distraction anymore, it's good to do that work, but make sure that you set out a certain time um, in your routine to meditate, to study, and do the divinity work that's really necessary. Keep up on your spiritual hygiene. Is so important now. There's no point of having this freedom and then to have a stinky, smelly aura. Okay, um, literally and figuratively speaking. Um, I'm like, it's like this. It's like I see like a waterfall, like psh, of ideas, and you got all this land and everywhere the water can go, and it's just like you're like really feeling yourself in this freedom, and by all means you're supposed to, okay, but make sure that in the midst of your excitement that you set out a routine as best as you can. You don't have to be a stiff ass about it, but make sure you got like a solid basis routine. When you wake up in the morning, you say some affirmations and do what you need to do to put on God armor on yourself. Okay, to protect yourself before you touch your phone, before you go to the social media, before you do anything else. Okay? Um, Keep yourself protected at all times. Okay? Pray throughout the day. Don't ever forget to pray. All right? Um, so that is that. Now, here's what I'm also picking up on. I was shown a couple of jobs I used to work doing receiving. when I used to work at like Target, Kmart, places like that, and it would be the overnight shift and some in the day shift, depending on where I was working, where the truck would come into the back and we would unload the truck, separate it, put everything where it's supposed to go, so that we can take all that was off the truck, and we put it in the computer system to let them know that we got it, and then we put it out on the shelves, right? That whole process, if you've never worked labor before, that's called receiving. Okay, in department stores like that, when it comes to taking stuff off the back of the truck and all that, it's called receiving. The reason why I'm saying this, and the reason why this was brought to my attention, was because all the times that we have been so psychically attacked, we've been monitored, stalked, all that shit, right? Those are energies that we were receiving. If you're walking down the street and somebody just randomly punches you in the fucking mouth, you wasn't literally fucking asking for it, you were just minding your own business. Yet and still you received that attack. Okay? Our natural, I don't want to say natural, but my nose is itchy. Our fears, our illusions, when our chakras are imbalanced. Root chakra is about fear when it's imbalanced. Sacral chakra is about guilt when it's imbalanced. And every chakra that has an imbalance has a level of fear that goes with it. So, given the programming that we were given growing up, our chakras immediately started to become imbalanced, having certain experiences, especially trauma. When we're not taught how to balance our chakras, and we're not taught how to heal ourselves, then our spirit is open to receiving a lot of attacks. And then that trauma is stored in our bodies. You see what I'm saying? And so now that the attacks are not hitting us the way it used to, if at all, and everything that was coming at us, now we get to sit with our truest selves. We get to sit with our truest thoughts. We get to sit with our truest feelings, and we get to sift everything we need to sift out. Okay? So it may, even though the veil has been lifted and we're feeling so much better, we felt better than we have in years for many of us, there are going to be days and moments and times where we're feeling down or angry or whatever it is. It's only because this stuff is coming up and coming out. Okay? Now we get to freely work on the parts of ourselves that had the ability to receive those attacks. So for an example, like the back of that store, the receiving end, right, is being completely remodeled. And we are making sure that anytime any of those trucks want to try to back up into our shit, we're shipping them out. Nah, we're not taking these packages no more. We're not storing that at this new place no more. It's not Kmart no more. It's Godmart now, or whatever, whatever the fuck. You know what I'm saying? We bring. I'm so dumb. We're not. Oh, my nose is itchy, bro. Ooh, we're not, I'm on point with that shit. Oh my god. Sorry, y'all. Like, ooh, itchy. We're not allowing anything or anybody to cross those boundaries. We are not allowing anything that is unhealthy, unnecessary, unholy, or unrighteous within our body, within our frequency anymore, period. So a lot of us are now A lot of us are getting haircuts now, losing weight now, changing up our wardrobe now, just remodeling ourselves. But while we're physically remodeling ourselves, is when we have to take the time to make sure that we remodel the way we think, the way we feel, therefore remodel the way we act, and remodel the way we receive. Okay? I'm very proud of myself for saying a W word next to an R word and not having them both sound like a fucking W. Yay for me. Thank you. Thank you. Appreciate it. Thanks. We're not doing that shit no more. Okay? We don't care about feelings that we're hurting no more. We don't give a shit. Okay? It's not to say that we're gonna go and be mean and be like mean people that's treat us a certain way, but we have to have standards and boundaries now. And I know that I'm feeling something in my throat chakra. There's some of us out there, and when I say us, I'm talking about the collective. There's some of us out there that still have a hard time making certain moves and doing certain things, and one of the things I'm talking about is speaking up for ourselves. Okay, some of us are still scared to set certain boundaries because your mind is kind of going all over the place. Well, I don't know if this person's soul family. I don't know if that person really means well, yada, yada, yada. You have all these things. All you have to do is pay attention to your intuition and honor your intuition. You cannot... You have to be honest about what your intuition is saying. You cannot honor something with dishonesty. Okay? So you might feel a little bit afraid, but that glass that you're so afraid of trying to burst in through, you ain't even gotta smack a hammer to it. You can punch right through it now because you have a lot more strength than you've given yourself credit for. And you wasn't giving yourself as much honest credit as you could have before because everybody else was pulling up on your shit. Now that they don't have the ability to do that, you start giving yourself some credit. You start patting yourself on the back because you are an embodiment of God experiencing for God. And that is a heavy duty responsibility. Okay? Give thanks to your soul for being able to do it and to do your job well and be able to finish your job in this life. Okay? So right now that's all I have. I'm just asking my spirit if there's anything else. Some of my spirit guides are saying, for some of you out there, wherever you are, enjoy the weather. I'm picking up California specifically. It might have been very rainy. I think because this is like the winter in California is usually like a rainy season. So if it's really sunny over there today or whenever you watch this, enjoy the weather. If you're on vacation, enjoy the weather. Get out and get some sun as much as possible. All your information and downloads are going to come through there. If you're confused about anything, go out into the sun. Or you can do a sun meditation where you tap into yourself and you speak to the sun in that way. Because I am seeing palm trees and stuff like that. Nose, bro. Nose itchy. But that's it. That's all I got for you guys today. I love you very much. I do appreciate you watching this reading because I appreciate being able to get downloads from God and speak it in a way where people can understand it. Please understand that I'm also receiving this message for myself, so I am taking it in just like you're taking it in. And until next time, I'm going to see y'all later. Take care of yourselves. Stay honest. Stay peace. Peace.